To the beautiful Central Coast. We are at the Central Coast Sports Complex here in Tuggerah for the New South Wales Touch Football Country Championships for 2022. 50 years of touch. A fantastic level here. And this match is in the Women's Seniors Division, 30 and up, between the Mudgee Mud Crabs in the predominantly black and purple strip, taking on the Macksville Falcons in the green and black. It will be Mudgee with first use of the ball. 30-minute matches here, no halves. We do have a turnaround each time a try is scored as the first possession is taken here from the Mud Crabs. Straightening things up with Reynolds now hopping into acting half. She slows it down. Good pressure in the touch coming up from the Falcons. Once more here, Reynolds. Quick hands in an acting half again. Once more linking up with Kimberly King. King slows it down back to Reynolds. Slowly but surely, up come the Falcons in defence. They look to launch a little raid here. They couldn't squeeze away through, though. Good defence from Macksville. The Falcons shut things down. The changeover will come. So not too many questions asked on that particular set there from the Mud Crabs. They've still managed to turn over possession in a pretty good spot, though. Little short side raid here, and don't let those lines confuse you either. There is plenty of extra room to move, and that's exactly where they go now, the Falcons, as fresh players come onto the pitch. Daly out of acting half and links up with Ronan. Ronan now once more. On it comes here to Langley. Quick hands from Langley to Boland, however the hands were forward. So round about 5 metres shy of the halfway line, and that is a coach killer early on here for the Mud Crabs. First play, ball left behind. Langley, centre of the field. She gets it back here from the play the ball. Ronan waits and now fires it off here to Spear. Spear back through the middle. Nice quick roll ball. Langley. Short pass at the line. Spear once more with the strike dump. Langley, short ball. Spear is there again. Trying to spear her way through the line. Just couldn't find the opening. Options both sides of the play of the ball. They want to work a strike dump here. They won't get it. Now is the last. Very slow here from Langley. Langley tries to create something out of nothing, but King comes across nice and quick and shuts it down. So no score here early for the women's 30 division. King plays it now for the Mud Crabs as they head towards their substitutions area to get those fresh players on the field. Nice little roll on about this set too. Can they keep that momentum pushing forward? Up over the half they come. Nice little scything run up through the middle here. Can they link up? They certainly can. A beautiful run there from Elizabeth Channon. It's like she was shot out of a cannon. And all the way through the defence, and the first try of the match comes the way of the Mudgee Mud Crabs. 1-0. The two sides will change over the ways that they run. Hope you've been enjoying the coverage so far this morning. It's great to have your company. As the Falcons get things back underway from halfway. Oh, very close to a touch pass. Play on is the call. Once more they try and operate through that central passage. Quick play out of acting half. Now to Kelly Jones. We'll have to check when we do get a chance. We don't have the 6 on our team list, so beg your pardon for that. Come back and play it here, though, through Somerville. From right to left. Off now to Jones. Jones slowing things down. Pressure comes up in defence. Quick roll ball. Not a bad one either. Back to the open side here with Tate. Tate with a little wraparound play. They're going to say touch pass, though. So called back. Maybe a little unlucky on that occasion there, the Falcons. Certainly the Mud Crabs won't mind too much as the girls from Mudgee now have a chance to put on another attacking raid here. Nice quick hands heading out towards that sideline to get those fresh plays on. The run there coming through from Channon. Just overran the supporting player. Last play now for the Mud Crabs. Here they come through King. King at pace is able to link up. Oh, there was an option out wide. They just couldn't get the pass there in time. And jamming in nicely from the wing, the Falcons shut things down. So they'll start this set 7 away from their own end. King comes in with the touch. Jones. Short side raid, nearly a mix-up in a dummy half there. Daly tried to pop in. And there was already a player on the way. Keep charging down this short side. Fresh players onto the field now. This is Boland. Boland, a late pass at the line. Nice momentum continuing here as well as Bade comes forward. Quick hands. Back down the short side. Once more it's with Bade. Bade tries to find support through the middle. Nothing opening up on that occasion though. It's better stuff from the Falcons. It's been the Mud Crabs. Look the better of the two sides so far, but that will just give them a little bit of hope based on that last set. Up to halfway once more. They are certainly winning the field position battle to start with, the Mud Crabs. Short pass here. Channon is caught now on the last. Reynolds, to the line. They were watching, waiting. Nice little sliding defensive effort from the link there for the Falcons. Pressure coming up from Kelly, who makes the touch. Falcons looking to get a bit of a momentum roll on here, and that's a good run from Nicky Bade. That'll certainly help the cause as the touch comes in. Ooh, geez, very rough roll ball there. Probably lucky not to be pinged for it. Last play now for the Falcons. Here's Langley. Langley tries to open up a gap. Good pressure jamming in once more from the link position. I think that might have been Hudson who made the touch. And here she is now. Is indeed Hudson. Quick hands, lovely play here from the Mud Crabs. Very flat. Here's the delivery from acting half. They keep driving forward. Was there a touch coming in? Yes, there was. Kelly Jones had to make it. And played back here. Now Russell. Russell. Back towards the centre and receiving it once more. Gets the strike done. Here they come now. Perini marching forward into the in goal and gets it into the hands of Hudson, who gets it down. 2 tries to nil. The Mud Crabs lead. Lovely play from acting half. Just isolated a couple of retreating defenders who hadn't yet got both feet behind that try line. Of course, the referees will call you out if you haven't managed to do so. So any touch you do affect won't be counted. Whistle gets it back underway. So the Falcons with plenty of work to do. Tate, option back through the middle. It's the way they come now. Tate promotes the footy onto Somerville, who picks up good metres here. Good turn of pace too. Got around the initial challenge of Roberts. Tate. Back towards the centre. They'll just look to recalibrate things here, the Falcons. Tate once more, heavily involved in this set. Nice roll ball. To the line they come. They're all on side though, including Reynolds, who makes the touch, and that will be the changeover because, of course, if you are caught out of acting half, immediate changeover of possession. It's a massive scale event here as well. Bird's eye position of the commentary booth. It's a good 7 or 8 other matches occurring right now by my watch. It's up over halfway come the Mud Crabs. Oh, that pass just behind King, who did well to reel it in. She picks up an extra 5 or 10 metres. Nice roll on here. Channon once more getting through them. Were they back in time? Did they get the touch? And just conferring. Yes, I think they have got there in time, the Falcons, so they'll just survive. Might have also been called forward. So they did enough there, the Falcons. Score remains 2 tries to nil. Fancy they probably need to be next to score. Yes, there's plenty of time remaining, but especially in the women's seniors division. Once you start to get that momentum flowing, it can be very hard to reverse it. Fresh players on here for the Falcons, including Vinnan out there in the 70. Good run here, over halfway from Ronan. Ronan, delayed pass and now hopping in at acting half. Nowhere to go though for Nikki Bade, and once more King stepped up and made a great touch. She's been excellent. Both sides of the ball so far. Here she is now, flat pass out of acting half. Referee says that's fine though. Long ball comes out from Russell. Up over halfway and now encroaching further downfield. Around about 25 away from the line. Good short ball here to Perini. Perini on the last, gets the strike done. Reynolds picks it up and goes hard. Heading towards the line. Oh, they won't get there in time. That's beautiful play from the Mud Crabs. They had them backpedaling and they've made them pay. It's 3-0. So once more, Reynolds with great involvement. Did a wonderful job there pushing forward. Just catching a few markers and treating defenders who couldn't make the line in time as Jones hops into acting half. Now Langley. Spear. Goes wide to Jones. Quick hands back through the middle. Well, they're checking potentially for a touch pass there, the officials. Ruled to be play on. Spear waits for the run of Jones. Here she is now straightening up, and then they open the play once more. Out to the short side. However, it's not going to work well here for Spear. Leaves it behind. So the Mud Crabs up over halfway. Good meters on offer once more here. Reynolds again with it. What a match she's having. Fresh players onto the field. Beautiful transition from the Mud Crabs. Midway through the set. Still room to move. All going very close to getting through into the backfield. But they got back in time there, the Falcons, and just swooped in with a touch. Score remains 3-0. Beautiful Tuggerah, blue skies. Beautiful conditions, great for touch footy. The condition of the pitch too, very nice. Just a little bit of morning dew still floating around. They come 7 shy of the halfway mark now. Nearly a mix-up out of acting half. Good delay on the pass there from Somerville. King came in, suggesting there was a touch. Not the case. She's ruled out, so they'll get another set to play with here, the Falcons. This is probably the best field position they've had for a little while now, and a nice run here from Tate. Has to go back onto the mark, though, and play it. Somerville. Quick hands. Tate once more. Jamming in to make the touch was Kelly. Somerville. To Tate again. Lovely roll ball. Good bit of momentum about the last couple of plays, but that'll stifle things just for a moment. Tate out of acting half. Has to link up if she's caught. Changeover is to come. Now they get the nice roll ball. Certainly not back on side was King. I think they're going to call her off here. Yes, it is a try for the Falcons. Beautifully worked up through the middle from the Macksville girls. 3-1. They are back in this contest. Very smart play too. King has been working very hard through the middle for the Mud Crabs, but they saw she didn't get back in time. They took full advantage. So around about halfway through this match, of course, if you're just joining us, no halves, straight run of 30 minutes with turnovers after each try. So both sides will change direction as they head down the field. Now it is the Mud Crabs looking to strike right back. Oh, beautiful evasive technique there. The little step once she received the ball from Michelle Wilson. It's like Fred Astaire danced away from the cover defence. 4-1. Doesn't last long, the comeback here for the Falcons. They've got to put more work in now. And when we don't have half-time breaks, of course, fatigue starts to become a real factor and the match does open up, certainly in the last 5 or 10 minutes. So some of the girls haven't got the memo, at least from the Mud Crabs. They were lining up on the other side of the field. Now they're in the right spot. Bade out to Jones. Jones back on the inside. Bade gets a strike dump. They don't capitalise though. There was an opportunity to push forward. They didn't take it, the Falcons. King comes up to make the touch. Just shy of that 7 metre mark. Ronan out to Jones. Jones, good little evasive technique there. Got away from the early touch of Hudson. Drops it off. It's a very shaky play, the ball. King comes up. They nearly opened up a passage there, the Falcons, but King, such a tireless worker in the middle, manages to make the touch and then applies enough pressure to allow for the support of Reynolds. So away come the Mud Crabs. Reynolds, here she is again. Shifting it on now to Hudson. Quick roll ball. Oh, Reynolds wanted to get them on the back foot. Just left it behind though. So about 8 metres into enemy territory, the Falcons play it to Bade. Touch comes in, wrapping around with Ronan. Here's Jones. Short side raid once more here for the Falcons. All a bit pedestrian though, these first few plays. Good up and in defence. Channon was in there for the Mud Crabs. Nowhere to go. Roll ball comes and Vinnan fires off from acting half. Langley. Oh, good touch coming in there from Russell. Stepped up with plenty of pace, about to work. Last play now for the Falcons. They work a quick little wrap around, but that's gone more forward than a Mitch Moses pass from a couple of weeks ago. Of course, coming up for us next on this main field will be the Dolphins in the mixed open. Plenty of action across the entire 2 days of the tournament here, and hopefully the weather stays as it is. Absolutely beautiful conditions for touch footy as the Mud Crabs come up over halfway here. Nice quick little roll ball too as Reynolds is back on the field. Flat pass towards the line. Last play now. Good momentum about it. Reynolds picks it up and storms ahead. Looks for a long floating cutout ball. It was nearly on the mark. Just falling a bit shy though. They survive here, the Falcons. Would have been called back for forward anyway, had it managed to find the mitts out wide. So they'll play it 7 metres away to start this set. It's not a bad spot to turn over the ball, that's for sure. Bade. Found support back in the form of Maxine Langley. Tried to scoot away from the defence. Here she is now with a second chance to do so. Opts for the draw and pass instead. Langley out of acting half, has to release. They weren't back on side. Langley will back a pace, but Reynolds is very quick. She closed it down. Now, surely I thought that was out of acting half. Yes, now they've picked up on it, the referees. So on the spot, that will be a changeover. 4 tries to 1. Mud Crabs leading. So they begin now. Reynolds at the line. Beautiful left to right pass. She's been a real star for the Mud Crabs here. Midway through their half as Channon comes onto the field. Good turn of pace about her play as well. Perini. Back to Channon. Got it away just in time. Perini. Quick hands. Channon. Backpedaling defence. They come across trying to get the touch, but they won't do it in time. Channon is far too quick. She goes in once more. She's having a big game here. Elizabeth Channon, 5 tries to 1. The Mudgee Mud Crabs making Macksville pay. So around about 10 minutes remaining here in this fixture. Is the Falcons once more on the charge. Tate. Hopping in and acting half is Somerville. Gives it to Tate once more. Looked like an old school shepherd for a moment, but they say play on. King makes the touch. Oh, they'd opened up a gap too. There's a huge gap between King and Channon. Had they found hands, they could have potentially really caused some massive problems for the Mud Crabs defensive line. Channon fires it away. Oh, not a great ball though. Looking to link up with, I think it might have been Perini out there. Too difficult for her to take. In fact, it was Horton. It's a good field position here for the Falcons. Can the girls from Macksville claim their second try of the match? If they score here, there is still time. They're about a third of the way through it. Running at pace. King is there in defence. Jammed in from the middle. Made the touch. A good support from her link defender as well. So roll ball to come. Not sure if you can quite hear that in the effects mic, but it's great stuff on the sideline. The girls are playing a few Falcon noises to try and rile up their teammates. Oh, quick hands. They worked it nicely. Had it met the mitts of Nicole Bradley, she would have been in with no one in QE. Instead, it will be the Mud Crabs with the use of the ball now. King, lovely pass to Channon. Those two have been the architects through the centre of the pitch. King once more now heads towards that subs box to get the fresh players on. The transition is nice too as Channon picks up easy metres up towards halfway. And over it now with no real urgency in defence at the moment from the Falcons. Fatigue starting to set in. Reynolds offers it here. Russell with the strike dump. Reynolds now puts on the afterburners. Reynolds finds support. Oh, beautiful play from Reynolds. Hudson was there waiting for it. And 6 tries to 1. The Mud Crabs are putting on a show. So the molehill has now become a mountain for the Falcons. They must score next if they are any hope of getting back into this one. Of course, all the finals to occur tomorrow, purely the pool matches today. So the Falcons touch off once more here, pick up about 5 metres on that run. Jones to Langley. Ooh, bit of a mix-up in an acting half. Spear drops it off, and now Jones comes for a run on the next play. Langley, this is better from the Falcons. Can they link up out wide? That opened up a little 2-on-1 there, but Langley just couldn't deliver. The final blow for her winger. Spear, Langley, last touch. Oh, Jones and Langley have run into one another. Now it comes to Jones. Nice long ball out wide. Finding the support of Bradley, but she's got nowhere to go. The Mud Crabs have got all the answers at the moment, both sides of the ball. It was Roberts who jammed in from the wing and shut things down. Reynolds. They caught about 5 metres away here. One thing they do very well, the Mud Crabs, is get across that transitional area very quickly on their subsets. Just makes things so much easier for them in the long run as King is back out there and now into acting half on the last. Has a scoot herself. Oh, she's got oodles of pace. King looking to find some sort of opening and supporting player. Eventually they arrive. Some of the Falcons girls have hit the deck. But that is another try to the Mud Crabs, 7-1. It's a real exhibition here in the women's senior division from the Mudgee Mud Crabs. Some of these middles for the Mud Crabs are just causing all sorts of havoc. King, Reynolds, and Channon running with free abandon. So Macksville restarting things, and out they come to Ronan. Flings it back over the top. Enterprising play, and they'll probably need to do plenty more of that. If there any hope to stage some sort of a comeback here. Vinnan plays it. They'll shift it from right to left. Channon steps up with the touch. Wrapping around now is Ronan. Ronan at the line. Oh, the idea was a good one. Execution just Not quite what she would have liked, though. Trying to deliver that ball back on the inside. A la Cooper Cronk to Billy Slater back in the day. So played here, and Channon out of acting half to Reynolds. Two of the big guns on deck. Here is Channon now, who always picks up good meters. Heads to the line and delivers a late ball. Reynolds now, also a quick customer, up over halfway. Now straighten here the Mud Crabs. Referee saw the foot in the roll ball there from the Falcons, said that was not purely a problem from the Macksville girls. Also the Mudgee Mud Crabs having a little bit to do with how messy that play the ball was. Won't amount to anything though. It's a changeover coming here for the Macksville Falcons. Quick hands, and they pick up some nice little meters here. King comes in with a touch. Oh, geez, that looked to be very flat, if not forward. Ruled play on from the officials out there. Up over halfway they come. Running at Roberts, who had to keep retreating for some time. Somerville now straightens things up. A messy play the ball. This one will go against the Falcons. Very similar to the other one, which went in favour of the Mud Crabs on the previous set. King, quick hands, Perini opens things up a little bit here for Wilson. Wilson heads towards the sideline. Oh, out in front there of Hudson, who did well to reel it in. Into enemy territory now as Reynolds is back out there. Flat pass there to Channon. Reynolds has a couple of offside markers to run at. Channon back through the middle. Jones did a great job to close things down. Reynolds once more makes them look silly. Reynolds, the ball over the top. Steph Curry style, two hands with a basketball pass. And they go in for another try here, the Mud Crabs. No sushi for these Crabs. The pincers are out in full force. 8-1. They keep going from strength to strength here, the girls from Mudgee. Around about 3 minutes remaining here between the Mudgee Mud Crabs in the purple and black and the Macksville Falcons in the green and black. If you're just joining us, and there's another error there from the Falcons. Good field position now on offer for the Mud Crabs as it's worked away from Russell. And then through Cubis. Follow-up play with a couple of big guns coming out there once more, including King. The 7, she's one to watch. Here she is now. Great turn of pace about her play, Kimberly. Slowing things down. Now King, look to just work through a very small gap there. Perini, with all the time in the world, they'll slow things down here. Kelly, long ball, out wide to the wing. Back to Kelly. King. They've worked a little overlap once more. Had King had a look to her left, there's the potential to draw and pass and then create a 2-on-1 situation. That's that fatigue we talk about. We have these 30-minute matches where it's simply a case of changing ends after a try instead of the half-time break. Langley plays it. An eternity before Spear hops in and acting half, but that's better. Quick hands there from Langley. Vinnan. Now Spear, and then Langley once more. Langley promoting the ball out there to Boland. A jam in from the link position. Langley's been a tireless worker so far. They get away from the first touch. Great pace shown. Oh, she's dropped it at the death. Oh no, someone find the super glue and spray it all over the hands. All the hard work was done. She just had to dive to the grass. Mel Daly, well, she's having a little look over to the bench. And the girls are laughing. It's the best opportunity they've had in some time, but no cigar for them. Reynolds comes short side. Oh, geez, that's got to be a forward pass, not ruled as such. Gotten away with one there. Off the left foot comes Hudson. Inside the last minute or so here. As the Mud Crabs come up over halfway. And that'll do us here. So 8-1 for the Mudgee Mud Crabs. A dominant display. The Falcons girls, though, are still all smiles. They've enjoyed their time out here, that's for sure. We do have another match coming your way very shortly, so stay with us here on New South Wales Touch Football and Bar TV, no matter where you might be watching from. All the action of day one for the 2022 Country Championships, 50 years of New South Wales Touch Football. Our next match inside the next 5 minutes for you.